Hello and welcome to Grabs and Deals. My name is Richard Bell and I am the founder of Grabs and Deals. Grabs and Deals is an online discount store. I buy liquidation pallets of brand new, overstocked and open box goods to sell online and locally. These items are usually found or discontinued in the big box retail stores. Grabs and Deals offers you these items at affordable prices. You can shop at Grabs and Deals online at grabsanddeals.com. Hello everyone. Hope everybody's doing well, enjoying the nice fall weather out there. Today we're going to talk about customer service and lowball offers online. Talking to a lot of you resellers out there, a lot of ones I follow here on YouTube, and I just want to talk to you about my opinion on how to handle a reseller. You don't want to lose a sale, you don't want to lose a reseller. So we're going to talk about that, and I'm going to just give you some more safety tips. As you know, by trade, I'm a safety and security professional, and I just want to talk to you about online reselling and meeting your customers in person. I'm going to reiterate some of that. I did one or two videos over the summertime on that, and I'm going to reiterate some of that because we are going into the holiday season, and with the crime going on out there, it's crazy. So I just want to keep you safe, and I want to, with our network here, I just want to keep you safe and all of us safe. So let's start with customer service. So online, we get them, the real lowball offers. It's terrible. I know you sell something for $60 and somebody offers you $15. It's annoying. I know some of you say you just ignore it. How do I handle a lowball offer? I handle a lowball offer. First thing I do is I go back and I tell them nicely. I say, I am sorry, I can't accept $15 for that item. That price is way too low. You're gonna have to come up, and I give them a chance to make a second offer. So if they go up and they're telling me $20, $25, then I set my bottom line. I tell them, so I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. That is way too low. These items sell for much more money. However, my final price, the lowest I can go, is $55. That's the lowest I can go. That's my best and final. Other than that, I'm sorry, I can't do anything for you. I want to work with you. I want to get you a good deal, but unfortunately, I cannot go any lower. So I gave great customer service. Then the person comes back and offers me $30. I gave him my my lowest offer, my best and final. At that point, then I tell the guy, I'm sorry, I cannot work with you on this. My best and final was $55, and anything after that, I will ignore the buyer. But I don't block buyers. You got to look at reselling. If you walk into a restaurant, if you walk into a store, and you get ignored, what do? You walk out. You complain that you weren't acknowledged when you came through the door. You tell your friends, you tell your family about your experience, and then you don't go back there. If you're in a restaurant and service is taking too long, you're going to tell your family and friends, don't go there. Service takes forever. Or you may say, listen, I was acknowledged, the waiter was nice, the waitress was nice, but service was a little slow. I'd go back there again because I got great service. That's how you have to run your business. Remember, you're in business. So there are going to be customers that's going to be hard to deal with. There's going to be customers that you aren't going to really want to deal with, but you got to deal with them. You don't want to throw a sale away because those customers online, if you ignore them, they're going to go and they're going to tell their families and friends, don't shop at this person's store or this person's closet on Poshmark. Don't shop at this person on eBay. Don't shop this person on Mercari. So when you go into a big box retail store, I know if you worked in the retail industry like I have with asset protection, the thing is you don't want to lose a sale. Everything comes down to dollars and cents and customer service. You want to make your customer happy. With me in my store here, you're not just a dollar sign to me. My customers are not just a dollar sign to me. They are people. I want to give them great deals. People are having a hard time. We don't know what they're going through. So you got to treat your business like you're a major retailer, like somebody's walking into your shop. It's customer service. You don't want to ignore that person. You don't want to turn that person away. That's going to be bad for you. It's going to be bad for your sales. All right. But again, like I said, if it's real low ball, you gave them the final, best and final, and then you can't deal with them. At some point in the big box retail stores, if you have a problematic customer and they give you a hard time and they don't want to leave, obviously they call their security department to come and escort that customer out of your store. Fortunately, we're online. We don't have to deal with that. We have to just make that person go away. But you want to give them all the customer service you can. It's like you want to acknowledge them. You want to tell them you want to work with them. But at the same time, you're not going to accept any lowball offers. So at the same time, you got to know when to walk away, but you got to do it professionally. You cannot take it personal as a reseller. Times are hard right now. Times are hard out there. Everybody's struggling. But I think the problem with the lowball offers is everybody thinks the buyer got the advantage because we are into a recession right now. So the economy is playing a big part in the lowball offers. That is a definite. I'm convinced of that. The economy is taking a turn for the worse. As you know, they're saying we're going to lose a lot of jobs starting in January. The economy just is starting to slow down a little bit. Buyers are buying what they need, not what they want. That's the difference. They're buying what they need, not what they want, because of inflation. Inflation's very high. So I think they have us resellers in the palm of their hand. They're going to make us an offer and we're going to accept it, or if we don't accept it, they're going to walk away, and then we're going to come back and say, you know what, I'll take that offer. But it's not going to work that way. You got to tell them, hey, I told a customer the other day, if you don't buy it, somebody else will. So how else do I handle a situation? For example, if I'm on Poshmark, and let's say I'm selling a pair of shoes. I'm selling a pair of shoes. The buyer comes up, and I see they're going to be problematic. I have my own website, as you know, grabsanddeals.com. I sell more on grabsanddeals.com than I do the platforms. But as a reseller, you got to diversify. You got to be in all different places. So yes, even though I have my own website, I'm on Poshmark, I'm on Mercari, I'm on OfferUp, and I'm on Facebook Marketplace. I do not like eBay fees, and it's starting to become an issue. So I really don't like eBay. I do better on the platforms I just mentioned, but mainly Grabs and Deals. So here I am, Poshmark. I got a person that wants to buy shoes. Okay, I have a pair of shoes, let's say. And that person comes up, I'm selling them for, let's say $35. Person comes up, they make me an offer. I'm going to offer you $12 these. I tell the customer, I'm sorry, I cannot go that low. You're going to have to make me a better offer. It's too low. So the person comes up, second offer, we're going to make this short. They come up, I'll offer you $27. $27, they say, okay, that's a great deal. I'll take that. So then the buyer goes on to say, well, how soon can you ship them? Are they this? I can see there's going to be a problem with the seller. So what I do is I'll go tell them, oh, I'm sorry. I did not realize that this item had sold in my online store. I went to package it and realized that it had sold in my online store. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I no longer have this item. And that's how I deal with a problematic customer online. That makes it go away right there. So that's one way of taking care of the problem. And then I just mentioned the other way of taking care of the problem. But you got to reach out. You got to, again, remember, you're in business, okay? There are going to be difficult customers, and there are going to be great customers. There are going to be customers that want to deal, and they'll offer you a price, a decent price. You'll take it or come up a little bit. They'll accept it. They'll say, hey, that's a great deal, I'll take it. There's going to be other ones that's just going to lowball you to death, and then you're just going to have to deal with it the way I told you to, or find a nice way to deal with it, because you don't want to lose a customer over that. You're going to get a customer that just wants to come in, hey, I like the item. They're going to buy the item, and that's going to be it. It's going to be a smooth, fast transaction, which most of us do most of the time. So, back to what I was saying with the big box retail stores. They don't turn customers away. They work with customers. I know there's been times in asset protection where stores had policies for receipts that they could return an item without a receipt, and people were coming in all the time returning items from other things. And it was a problem for me as an asset protection agent, because it bothered me, because I knew the store was taking a hit. However, I made a suggestion in a corporate meeting. Hey, if they don't have the receipt, let's give them store credit. They can have store credit, and this will take care of our people scamming us. But then you had people coming in there getting store credit, but it wasn't as much as people coming in without a receipt, with merchandise trying to return it. It cut down drastically on that. You're in business. You got to have great customer service skills. You cannot be mean or nasty to buyers. You got to think of it as your job. It's great customer service, right? You got to give the great customer service. You got to acknowledge your customer. You got to try to work with your customer, even though if they're difficult and you know they're going to be difficult. You got to explore all options. And then at one point, when it gets to the point where you can't do it, tell the person nicely, listen, we're not going to be able to do this deal. I'm sorry, I can't go no lower, but you can, there's other items on here the same as mine, and I'm sure you can probably get the deal you want, but unfortunately I can't give you that deal. And then they go to the lowball offer again. We'll reiterate with that. Lowball offer, they offer me $25 a second time for a $65 item. Sorry, I can't go that low. I want to work with you, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to deal today. I gave you my best and final was $45. That's my best and final. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do a deal today. And then they come back, well, I'll give you $30. And at that point, I just ignore them. I don't make a counter offer. I just ignore them completely. There's nothing we can do at this point. I can't accept any other offer other than $45. Thank you for your time. I wish you the best of luck in finding the item you want. That's how I handle that. All right, let's talk about the holiday seasons are coming. Crime is running bad out there due to criminal reform, and I'm not going to get into the whole criminal reform politics stuff, but crime is running rampant, especially where I am. I'm in the New York area, Mid-Hudson Valley, close to New York City, and crime is outrageous in New York City. Some of the problems you're gonna deal with, and it's happened over the summer, and it's happened here in New York, keep in mind, if you're meeting your customer, first of all, I want to mention, if you're meeting customers, do not have them come to your house. You do not want a customer coming to your house for porch pickup, especially now with the criminal reform going on, because you could set yourself up for a robbery. You could set yourself up for a home invasion. Your family could be hurt. You could be hurt. And if you're a woman, unfortunately, you could be sexually assaulted. I don't want to see that happen to anybody, but it is not safe. It is not safe to have people come to your house unless they are established customers and you know them. But even then, I'm wary because your customers are going to tell other friends who want to buy stuff from you about you, where you live, and then the word's going to get out. They're going to tell other people, and as you know, not everybody knows everybody well. When they talk, one of those persons could be a criminal that gets the information about your house. And what are you saying? You have a lot of money in your home. You keep money in your home. You have valuables in your home. So that sets you up for a chance to be burglarized or robbed in your own home. So I do not suggest having anybody come to your house unless you're established customers. And like I said, just tell them not to talk too much out there about you, where you live, or what you do. Keep it safe. The other thing, over the summer, there was a motorcycle deal. I believe the person was from Rockland County, New York, and they drove their motorcycle down to the Bronx to make a sale. Somebody wanted to buy a motorcycle. Well, they went there, and long story short, the seller got robbed and he got killed. The seller got robbed and killed for his motorcycle after meeting him in person. Okay, and the other thing that's going on too out there is when you're reselling, it was going on a little bit in New York in the summer, when you're selling electronics such as video games, video game consoles, when you meet the buyer, the buyers were actually not buyers. The buyers were actually criminals. They are robbing the buyer of those items. So, in other words, you go to a certain spot, you meet a new customer you don't know, and then all of a sudden they pull a knife, they pull a gun, and they rob you or they beat you, and then they steal that video game console and those video games. Okay, so take somebody with you, keep them back a little bit, you know, so they can observe you, and go into a safe place to make the sale. I suggest going to a police station, going to a community service area, or your local small restaurant where you know people, and tell them you're going to be out there. You're going to be out there selling something, so they could watch your back. I have friends of mine at a restaurant. I meet my customers at the restaurant all the time because I get to go in there. I have myself a nice cup of tea or a little something to eat while I'm waiting for my customer to show up. And the restaurant I'm really good friends with since they were open. We have a good relationship. We go to parties together. We talk. We hang out together. We're friends now, so we've been friends for years. So I tell them, hey, listen, I'm coming down today about 3 o'clock. I'm going to make a sale. I have a buyer coming. Is that okay? Oh, yeah, come on in. So I go in, I hang out. When I go out to the parking lot, they're actually watching my back. So if something happens, I got backup right there. And I'm on camera. I'm on camera at all angles. I know the cameras because I'm a safety and security expert, and I give them safety and security advice. and it's a good deal. So we watch out for each other. So that's some of the things that you're gonna encounter this year. I believe us resellers, we are gonna start becoming victims of criminal acts such as robberies and burglaries and thefts. Okay, so keep yourself safe, keep your family safe, and remember, good customer service all the time. Ask questions. Okay, look at the profiles. Even as your buyer, look at their profiles. So if you're on Poshmark, if you're on eBay, go and look at their ratings. Look at the seller ratings. Look if there's any problems with the buyer. If there's any problems with them, you'll be able to tell. Oh, okay, maybe I don't want to deal with this person because I can see it heading in this direction, or I can see it heading in a bad direction. So okay, you want to look at the seller, look at the buyer's ratings, look at how many times they bought. Make sure you don't get scammed with the Zelle going on, but I believe Zelle got wind of the problems going on with Zelle, the credit card, where they're telling you send them money and then they're going to buy the product and rip you off. I've done a video on that. You can go back and look at my other video. I think that was the last video I did before this one. Actually, maybe 2 videos ago I did with Zelle. So don't do anything with Zelle this year. Okay, if somebody wants to buy from you, another safety tip you can do is tell them no, it's either going to be cash, or you could go right online to whatever account you have. If you have a PayPal account, if you have a Zelle, not a Zelle, but one of the Apple Pay or whatever you accept as payment. Tell them no, they want to pay credit card. Listen, it's safe. Go into credit card. You're gonna have to go through. You're gonna have to go through the website. So if you're on Poshmark, don't make any deals off of Poshmark. Make the deal right on Poshmark, and tell them you're gonna go on there. If you're on Facebook Marketplace and they come and they want to do the Zelle, say no. Listen, like me, I say for example, I had the issue. I tell, well, you can go to grabsanddeals.com and you can pay by credit card. Just check local pickup. Do not check shipping. Check local pickup. You're gonna pick it up, and then contact me and let me know where you want to meet for this item. But other than that, I'm not going to do Zelle. I'm not going to do anything. It's either got to be cash or credit card. And if you can, preferably, since it is the holiday season, since crime is running rampant out there, try to accept online payment and then meet the buyer. It's safer because you're not going to be robbed. And tell the buyers that they have to have the exact amount of money, because you do not carry money on you. You do not carry money on you to give change, because it's not safe. So let them know that, hey, listen, I don't carry any valuables, I don't carry any money, so you have to have the exact amount. However, we're going to be near a restaurant, we're going to be near a gas station. You can go in there and maybe if you have a build-a-break, they can break it for you. I had a couple cases like that, and I also helped had a couple sales like that at my friend's restaurant, and actually they ended up making a sale. I actually ended up making a sale for the restaurant because they had to break cash. The food was good, so they ended up buying lunch, and then or a little drink or a little something from the restaurant, and then I got the exact cash. I got the exact amount of money in cash, which is another thing you can do. So you're also helping out the local businesses by meeting somewhere public where you know them. You're also helping your local small businesses make money. You're keeping the money in your community. That's how I'm handling reselling this holiday season. All right. So again, take somebody with you when you're reselling. Put them at a distance where they can watch you. If something happens, they'll be with the cell phone. The seller or the buyer won't know that they're with you. So implement a security detail when you're going out there. If you can, you just need one other person. You don't have to go hire the CIA or FBI or Secret Service to come and protect you. It's just you and one other person. But if they can follow you in another car and park in the parking lot and watch you, that's even better. Park close to you but far away, so if something's happening, they can actually call the police to help you out. And that's all I have for you today. So I want you to go out there. I want you to be safe. I want you to think about safety first. I want you to think about your customer service. Good customer service all the time. Remember, no deal should be refused. I shouldn't say no deal should be refused, but no deal should be ignored. No deal should be ignored. Do all you can to make that sale, but at a point, you tell them, I'm sorry, I got to cut you off here. We got to end it here because $45 is my best and final. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do a deal today. I wish you the best of luck in finding what you want online. And if you change your mind, if the product's still available, contact me and then we'll see if we can get this deal done. And that's how you would handle that. But think safety first for the holidays. Think safety first for yourself now. All right? Go out there, have great customer service, and just be aware of your surroundings and put safety at the forefront in the next couple months. That's all I have for you for today. Until my next video, go out there, be safe, and enjoy the fall weather.